Yesterday, a resolution was put forward to censure Congressman Tlaib for anti-Semitism, sympathizing with terrorists, and leading an insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. But the resolution put forward by Marjorie Taylor Greene failed after 20 Republicans joined Democrats to kill it. One of those Republicans, Thomas Massie from Kentucky, he joins us now. Congressman, so great to have you on. So explain to us why you voted to table or basically kill this resolution.
Well, there are a couple reasons. Number one, free speech isn't just about protecting the speech that you like. It's especially about protecting the speech you don't like. And I think the protest was an expression of speech. Now, the other reason that I voted against this resolution, the language was modeled against after a resolution that I voted against 2 years ago that calls the January 6th protesters insurrectionists. I think it's wrong to call the January 6th protesters insurrectionists, and I think it's wrong to call the people that were with Rashida Tlaib insurrectionists. So those were my two reasons for voting against it.
Yeah, and I agree with you on free speech. I agree that neither of these were actually insurrections. However, I think the reason why Marjorie Taylor Greene put forward this resolution is that she was using the same words that were used against January 6ers. And so she's saying, shouldn't those words apply to Democrats as well? As you know, there was a congressman from Pennsylvania who was accused of collaborating with January 6 protesters, and the FBI went after him. They actually stole or took his phone in front of his family and confiscated it. So I think this was sort of like, you know, how do you end this if not with mutually assured destruction? What's your take on that? Because it just seems like the Democrats get away with everything, and then you guys play, you know, by the Constitution, and you know, it just doesn't seem fair.
Well, listen, Marjorie's a good friend of mine, and she's certainly within her rights to introduce this resolution. I wish it had been worded differently. And they came after her, to your point, Rachel. They came after Marjorie with resolutions, and they kicked her off her committees. So, you know, it's definitely within her prerogative to do this. Somebody's got to stop it, though. We've got to get back to normal. I mean, I know there are people who would like us to do kung fu fighting on the floor of the House of Representatives, and we may not be far from it. But I would like to take it down, the tone down just a little bit, so that we can solve some of America's problems. Yeah,
I'm up for kung fu fighting, Congressman. But really quick, how worried are you that the conflict in Israel is going to expand and possibly lead to World War III? I mean, this is a dangerous moment.
Well, I'm worried about it. And even if it's a 1% chance of World War III or going nuclear and expanding, like I believe in Ukraine, there's at least a 1% chance of that. It's our job in Congress, to the extent that we can, to contain this conflict and not to expand it. I wouldn't want it, for instance, to see us attack Iran. I hope this gets settled there in Gaza and not expand to other territories, because that's how you get a World War III, is, you know, countries come in 1, 2, and 3 at a time and join the conflict.
Yeah, we need really thoughtful leaders at this time. I'm not sure we have them at the very top at this moment. It's very distressing. Congressman Massie, thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.